Namaste. I'm Aditya and I'm from PM Shri Kendra Vidyalaya IIT Powai, and I'll be presenting a topic on a self-watering plant system using capillary movement of water for Viksit Bharat project. Now, we all know that plants need a continuous and balanced supply of water to stay healthy. However, many people either tend to forget to water their plants or overwater them, which can damage the roots and affects the growth of the plant. To solve this problem, I've designed a simple yet efficient self-watering system that can automatically provide water to the plant whenever needed, without any electricity or sensors. This system works purely on a natural scientific principle called capillary action, and it is the same principle that helps the water to move upward in a plant's stem. Now, the working principle behind this project is capillary movement, which is the ability of water to move upward through the narrow space or porous materials due to cohesive and adhesive forces. We can connect a wick, such as a cotton rope and a jute thread, between the water reservoirs and the soil. The water moves upward through the wick. As the plant absorbs water and the soil becomes dry, more water automatically travels upward to maintain the moisture. This way, the plants get exactly the perfect amount of water it needs automatically. The materials I've used here are a plastic bottle or a container which can act as a water reservoir, a cotton rope, a jute thread, which will work as a wick, a plant pot with a soil and a small plant, a cutter, a scissor, and of course some water. Now, these materials are all easily available and eco-friendly as the system can be made up of using the recycled water bottles. Now, the construction. The construction is that there are actually two main designs. One is the main design and the second is just a trick. Okay, so the first design, take an empty plastic bottle and cut it horizontally, and invert the upper part. After cutting it horizontally, invert the upper part and place it inside the lower half like a funnel. Now, make a small hole in the bottle cap, and insert the cotton rope, which is the wick, through it. Now, fill the lower part with water, which acts as a reservoir, and fill the upper part with soil and plants. Now, make sure one end of the wick stays inside and the water, and the other in the soil. And now the design too. Take a container and a water reservoir and a plant pot differently. Now get a wick and wet that well. Now put one end of the wick in the water reservoir and the other end in the plant pot. Now the water will slowly move from the water reservoir to the plant. Now the working. The system works automatically. Uh, as you can see here, the system works automatically as the plant uses the water in the soil. This soil becomes dry, and through this wick, which is just a cotton thread, the water comes from this lower water reservoir into that through that tap into the soil. Now, as you can see, the water travels upwards into the soil as the plant uses the water, and the soil dries up. More water is drawn upwards. This ensures that the plant always get the perfect amount of moisture, not too much and not too little. Now, the advantages are it requires very less maintenance. Already, of course, it prevents overwatering and underwatering. It also saves both time and water. It is eco-friendly and uses recycled materials. It is a perfect for busy people who go to school or even dry regions where water is scarce. Now, the application. This application, it can be applied almost everywhere in schools, houses, indoors, outdoors, gardens, terraces, balconies, and the areas, of course, the areas which their water is really difficult to get. Now, in conclusion, the self-watering plant system using capillary movement is a simple but yet very powerful example of how we can use natural scientific principles to solve real problems. It is an eco-friendly, low-cost, and efficient method to keep plants healthy without any need for constant attention. With this, I'll end this.